Hey everyone, Shove here, and today we're gonna learn how to carve a hill. This is for the people that are usually too afraid to do a hill bomb, so that's a little too advanced, but you're overdoing the whole toe stop down a hill or have someone help you. So carving is the good in-between where you still feel like you're flying down a hill, but you're not afraid of, I'm gonna get the wobbles and roll down that hill. You should definitely have a couple things with you. Pads for sure. I have done this hill at least 100 times. I'm experienced at this, so I don't have any gear on today. But if you are new, even if you're experienced and you're just, I'm not sure about hill bombing or hill carving, please wear your gear. Safety is sexy. The second thing you should have is a mask. I won't be wearing mine as I'm going up and down the hill because I do struggle breathing, but at the same time I have this. I just make sure I keep a distance from people. So make sure you have your mask on, or at least on you, so that way as soon as you know people are around, you can put that on really quick, because you gotta remember that it's important to be safety in more ways than one. All right, so we got through that. So you just wanna make sure that when you're gonna carve a hill that you do at least know how to carve on flat ground first. I will show you real quick what that looks like. So I'm on flat ground right now. So if I'm gonna carve, that means I'm going to the side and I'm coming through, carving. So it's basically you're just turning into it, but at a very sharp moment. You also wanna make sure your trucks are a little loose. You can test that by standing and leaning your weight to one side and leaning your weight to other. You do want to have loose trucks. With that being said, you do not want to have super loose trucks because you get what's called the wobbles, and let's say you end up going straight because you can't carve, you're gonna wobble and that causes you to get out of control and you will fall. So just make sure that your skates are ready, you have your pads on, you have your mask, that you know how to carve on flat ground before you decide, I'm gonna go ahead and carve down a hill. Also make sure that you know how to stop, whether it's a quick toe stop turnaround to stop for a car or a runner or a bicycle, whatever it may be, or at least know how to turn and go back up the hill to be able to stop. And if you can do all those things, then you're ready to start carving down that hill. Let's go. All right, so you make it down the hill, you might have the shakes or you have that adrenaline running because it feels like you're flying and it's the most amazing feeling in the world. And trust, you're gonna wanna go on the hill like every time you skate once you master it. So some things to remember that's really important is that you have your leading foot. So when I'm skating and I wanna turn to the right, this foot is in front and I'm following through and then coming this way. When I wanna turn to the left, this is in front and then I'm following through and coming this way. Not only that, but I'm swaying my hips and I'm really bent into it. The deeper I bend into it and swing into it, you're gonna notice that the wider and harder the curve. So you wanna really make sure that you're looking out for cars and bikes. You do this by looking over those shoulders. Not only are you looking for what's coming down, you're paying attention for what's coming up. With that being said, let's say you're skating with someone, whether it's a bunch of people or one other person. If you're in front, it's your job to pay attention for what's coming because the person behind you might not see. So they're gonna call out what's behind them, you're gonna call out what you see coming up. That way everyone in the pack is safe. If you're going down a hill and there's a car and you know you need to stop, you should really be good at a turnaround toe stop. So you should definitely have that turn, stop as soon as possible. So you're gonna skate, stop. Another thing, if you're like, Shove, you're crazy, I can't turn around toe stop yet, is you're gonna turn back up the hill. So when you're turning, when you're going down and you're turning, you're gonna turn all the way up and skate up it, which we will lose speed as you go. And then you can just sit there and wait. If for some reason you can't stop, there's a car coming up one lane, you're gonna have to make a smaller carve, and that's when you saw me take one lane and I'm still carving, but it's faster. When you're doing a sharp carve like that, you're definitely gonna go fast. You're not gonna be able to go slow. So just embrace the speed. It's fun, don't freak out, just keep going, and when you have the chance, go into a wide carve again and it'll slow you down. I love going on hills. I'm not a complete hill bomber. Usually I'll carve the steep part and then bomb the rest, but definitely one of the most fun experiences you can have in your roller skates is going down a hill. So I know what you're thinking, Shove, I made it down the hill. My car's on the top. What do I do now? Guess what? I hope you have a lot of water. I hope you have more endurance than me. I hope that COVID hasn't made you just sit at home like me and now you're like, great, I gotta skate up this hill. But let's say it is. Don't worry, we can do this. Just some important things you need to know for getting up that long, tiring hill is that you gotta duck walk. So your feet should be extremely like this because you're gonna have to push up and build that speed first. If you're even a little bit like this, you're not gonna make it up the hill. You're just gonna like slide back down. So you're gonna wanna get low and really have a deep stride up that hill where it's almost like you're skiing. So you really wanna have a lot of force because you're fighting gravity at this point. And then don't push yourself, take as many breaks as possible because I like to skate as far as I can and I probably take like 2 breaks. So I'm like, why am I fighting this? Like, if your girl's out of shape and it's okay. So don't worry, just skate till you can, take a little break, sit there on your toe stops, catch your breath and just keep going. It's not that bad. It's actually a really good workout. I know it's a good way to really build up those muscles for skating. So I guess I would recommend it and it's something I should be doing more myself. But you know, a girl's lazy. But yeah, I recommend skating down a hill and skating back up. It's a really good thing to do. All right, I hope that helped you learn how to carve down a hill, do so safely, have fun, enjoy the feeling of flying on your skates down that hill. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Moxi YouTube. Also, follow me on Instagram. I'm Fat Girl Has Moxi.